Hi, it's Lori, and this is Adrian from Kiwi's Crochet Corner. Kiwi is your African gray?
No,
No,
no, Indian ringneck.
Indian ring. Why do I always think that? Indian ringneck. Sticking
I
in my
would
head.
like to have an African
Oh,
gray,
maybe
but
that's what
they
it
are
is.
really, really expensive.
Yeah, yeah. And they
Uh,
live pretty long, correct?
yes, Kiwi will probably live 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
An African gray can live up to 70, 80,
Okay, more
depending
like
on
the
how well they're
parrots,
taken
right?
care of.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, there's a wide range depending on the species of parrot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. It could be macaws that are 70, 80. One of them, but I want to say it's an African gray.
That would make sense.
I'm not going to live to 100, though, so...
So it would be a commitment from your kids.
Yeah, it's gonna well, and like Kiwi hates Benjamin, hates him with a
Oh,
passion. And the older he gets, the more aggressive this morning he bit Benjamin in the earlobe. I asked Benjamin to grab my medication because I was running out the door to the dentist.
yeah.
And so Benjamin come in and grabbed it for me, and Kiwi attacked him and got him right in the ear.
Aw. Free ear piercing. Just kidding.
Right, right. He's up there taking a nap now. He's sitting on the curtain rod taking a nap.
Nice. I wish I could just take a nap whenever, wherever. That would be amazing.
Right?
It's not how
I
my
mean,
life
for the most part, I do, anyways, because because I just crochet for a living. But I usually take a nap like at noon and get up at 2.
Yes, yes.
And I have more pajamas than any one person needs.
No, if that's what you live in, then you do
Right.
you. I have no issue with that at all. I both of my daughters are obsessed with pajamas and generally will ask for some type of pajamas at Christmas, even though I know they have 5 million pairs of pajamas.
Well, if you ever get bored, I do have a crochet pajama pants tutorial that I did on my
I
channel.
actually started watching that tutorial because I'm like, okay, because it's good structure. You talk. I remember. See, I did. I don't know if I watched the whole thing, but I know I watched enough because you were talking about how to do your measurements, where you need to do your increases like based on your measurements. And yes, see, it's a good tutorial for those of you out there. That's a good one if you want some pant structure because they're fairly solid, right?
Yeah, it's for the most part, it's just spider stitch.
Oh, okay.
And you work them from the bottom up. You do the legs first,
Okay.
and then you attach the legs, and then you're working up to the waist.
And then
but you can take it in or, add stitches to, depending on how big your waist is.
Shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know, like, I designed them using my niece.
Okay.
But, like, I mean, she's pretty straight up and down.
Yeah.
If I design them for me, I'm gonna have to add more stitches when I get up to the to the hip area. I'm gonna have to add more stitches.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are so many. Like I said, I remember when I was watching it thinking, oh, she's making it clear how to make adjustments because all of us are shaped differently. I don't care if we wear the same size. We're not going to be built the same. Like it.
Right.
And obviously all of us don't wear the same size. But the point is, like, even if you're wearing the same size, you're not shaped the same. And each little part could be different in your measurements. So yeah.
I wanted to make myself a pair before it started getting cold, but Texas hasn't figured out whether or not it wants to be cold or hot. I mean, like right now it's 70 degrees outside. This morning it was like 30.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's kind of normal winter for Colorado. Generally it doesn't get up to 70, but I know it was in the mid 60s yesterday. I think it's supposed to only get to like the low 60s today, but then it will be well below freezing tonight.
It was dark and he wasn't coming out of he won't, if it's dark, he won't come out of the bedroom. Okay. If it's dark, he doesn't go anywhere if there's not light. So it could be that too, because he doesn't live in a cage. He hasn't been in a cage for, I don't know, 7 years.
Yeah.
So there's just certain things that I had to get him to be able to do if he was going to live outside of a cage.
Right.
He has one, but it's outside on his balcony. Yes. So, and he doesn't go in it or mess with it.
Yes. Right. And it makes sense that it's like, no, that's not my thing.
Yeah. He doesn't really mess with my yarns. And I worry about like cats and dogs because I always worry about the dog hair and the cat hair because my dad has 2 dogs downstairs. And so I always worry about that kind of thing. But Kiwi doesn't mess with my yarn. He's for the most part stays away from it. Sometimes he'll get curious and he tries to like bite at it while I'm crocheting.
Yeah.
But
well, you also don't have the allergens then because fewer people are allergic to birds than they are to cats and or dogs.
Right. and he does have some dander, like when he's
Oh,
molting,
right.
but it's not bad. I keep him. He takes a bath once a week.
Why did you choose to name your channel after him?
Oh, he's my crochet buddy.
Because he's your buddy. All right.
Yeah. It wasn't. I would say probably 2 or 3 months after I got him, I came into the bedroom, and there's a picture. I have a picture of it on some of my merch. Well, I say it's my merch, but really it's his merch because there are coffee cups and things with his picture on it. But he was sitting on top of the cage, and he was holding a crochet hook, and it looked just like he was trying to crochet. The only thing that was missing was the yarn.
I love
and,
that.
They don't have a thumb, but they've got, I don't know, it kind of look like that or something.
Yeah.
And he's just happy as a clam with that crochet hook, and that's how the channel was named after him.
I love that. How long have you been doing your channel?
I think this is the 3rd year. I think I started it in 2019. No. I want to say this is year 3, but at the same time, I want to say 2019, but that doesn't math. That's not mathing.
That's a little bit.
Maybe it was 20. No, I don't know. I feel like I have to look.
Okay. But actively, for sure, it sounds like 3.
Yes, actively. Oh no.
Sounded like birds.
Yes, it was. The very first one I have uploaded is 3 years ago, and it's a Hobby Lobby yarn haul. That was my first Hobby Lobby haul.
There you go.
And I spent like over $500.
Wow. Because you were basically starting a business, right? Like, that's why you were buying so much. I mean, I can't imagine you buying yarn just for the sake of it.
Oh, right? Yes, I buy yarn for the sake of it all the time.
Well, we all do now, but that's a different.
I just did that not too long ago. I placed an order with Hirschner's, and I was like, we're going to get these just for fun.
There you go. Because they have, Hirschner's especially has some fun yarn. So how Adrian and I connected was through watching live streams, probably Zach, most likely, as far as I can recall. And then specifically, there was one time that Adrian was up on the panel with Zach and sharing her story and what crochet means to her. And then that's when we really were chatting. So,
yeah, I don't know how much of that story you want me to share here, though.
So you can give them not like this. That's the basic version of how important crochet is to you. Like,
okay, so the very basic would be, I without going into too much detail, I had some sobriety problems, and I credit crochet with helping me get to and stay with sobriety. After my husband passed away, I was not handling it very well at all.
Right.
And so, there was a few years where things were pretty bad, pretty rough. And I learned to crochet at 8, but I never did it regularly until then. And it keeps my hands busy. It keeps my mind off of things. And now, it's been 8 years, 9 years.
Nice. Congrats.
That I've been sober, something around in there. Yeah.
That's great.
So, and it turned into a business for me after people were like, whoa, you're really good at that, and you should sell that. So, yeah.
Yeah, you have some beautiful designs, and you do good work even when you're following someone else's pattern. So
that's what I'm working on right now. It's actually a pattern by Moral Fiber. I'm so swamped with Christmas orders right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't think I've ever been this swamped with Christmas orders before.
Right, because it's been the Halloween kind of more has been the arena.
And now this year I quit working at Scream Hollow because usually I'm making like Halloween stuff all year round to put at the theme park. Well, I'm not doing it anymore. So, but I feel like it gives me. Hopefully, it will give me the freedom to kind of crochet more of what I want to crochet.
Yes,
like because I'm kind of sick of doing Halloween amigurumi.
Right.
Like I have wearable patterns that I have purchased over the years and never been able to do because I'm always doing Halloween amigurumi. Right. And don't get me wrong, the paycheck was great, but it's time to move in a different direction.
Right. Growth. We all need growth.
And it'll be a gamble as to whether or not it pans out. But we've been doing the farmer's market now every weekend since I quit Scream Hollow, and it's been okay. We average probably about $100 every week.
And how much do you have a fee that you have to pay?
No, It's free.
Oh, that's great then.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
free
nice.
farmers market right there, like in town, in the town square.
Wonderful.
And then this last weekend we did the Festival of Lights, which we did. I think we did like 150 there, which for the most part I get to keep all of that, other than my square fees for the
Oh, right,
processing.
right.
And then I pay a friend of mine for her coming out and helping me and driving me around. And
Sure. Yeah.
yeah, so for the most part I keep most of it. But I don't know. Like I would have to sit down and like do some math to see if it evens out to what I was making at Scream Hollow. But
Well, if you're getting lots of orders, like you're saying, these Christmas orders, that's awesome. And so
yeah,
you're selling at the farmer's market now. You have an Etsy shop. And how is that where the orders are coming from or somewhere else?
several of them have come from the Etsy shop. Several of them have been people making requests while I'm at the farmer's market. So I now have this notebook that is like, this person wants this. And then there's a couple that have actually come through on Facebook. They've messaged my business page on Facebook and been like, hey, can you make this? One in particular, she happens to be local. And so I don't usually, the ones I get on Facebook are kind of like scammy.
Yeah. Yes.
She lives here and she lives here in LaGrange. And so I was like, okay, yes, I could do that.
Right. It is all about like, let's validate you before we can do something. But yeah,
most people that message me through Facebook or Instagram, I'll tell them you're going to have to purchase through the Etsy shop. Yeah. And they get so mad.
They get mad because they're like, oh, but I wanted to scam you.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I only sell through Etsy. Like you have to sell through Etsy.
Right.
And it's always, well, I don't want to use a third party. I don't want to put my card into Etsy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you then.
Yeah. Yep. And that's always suspicious too. I don't want to put my card in. Etsy is very like considered.
Etsy is a big enough website that I can't imagine anybody being like, no,
right. Right.
But I mean, as far as that goes, it's going really well.
Good.
I right now I'm struggling to keep stuff in the stall at the farmer's market though, because
okay.
I'm a one-woman show, and
right.
I don't have a lot of inventory right now. But we're gonna go this weekend and hopefully sell some stuff. But I know most of the people that come out to the farmer's market, they've already seen all that stuff, and I don't have anything new because I'm working on Etsy orders this weekend or this week. Right. So, I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe somebody would like to take a pumpkin home.
Why not?
I have so many pumpkins. I made so many pumpkins for Scream Hollow, and they just, not all of them sold.
Like different colors and stuff too?
Different colors, different stem colors, different expressions. Some of them have only one eye, and they just have an X for the other eye.
Oh, cute.
I had some angry ones, but they're all sold.
Okay.
And I quit making pumpkins because I think I went overboard on pumpkins this year.
Right. And like, do you do washcloths and that kind of stuff, or what kind of things are you doing?
I do have some facial scrubbies that I made, gosh, probably a year ago. But for the most part, what sells out there is the amigurumi.
Oh, right.
I have cardigans and things like that out there. Every now and then I might sell a cardigan, or they see it and they like it. And then I have to tell them, well, if you go to the Etsy shop, you can order your size and pick your color.
Right.
And then I'll make it to order. But most of the time, everybody loves that amigurumi. And I've actually been trying to de-stash to fit Parfait Chunky into my stash. Because I didn't have a lot of Parfait Chunky or the Chanel yarns.
Right.
And I'm trying to de-stash it and make room for that, because I'm in a situation where I have to make what sells.
Right.
And with it not being Halloween themed, at least I can go, hey, today I want to make a flamingo. Yes. Tomorrow I can make a piglet.
Right. Right. Gives you a lot more options.
Yeah, everybody really, really likes the Parfait Chunky, or the Parfait Chunky Chanel, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any within arm's reach.
Yeah, I don't either, and I do have some of that, but it's definitely not. It's light now. That's not a fair comparison at all, because I have the Soho Velvety, which is similar, but it's so much thinner than the Parfait Chunky. It's not even a comparison. So,
see, I have some of that Chenille Appeal.
Oh, okay.
That's very thin. And then I have the Lion Brand Nap Time. That's also very thin.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. It did cross my mind to maybe actually make a baby blanket out of them. But I haven't decided yet. And then I found a bunch of yarns that I had forgotten that I had, like Lion Brand Mandala watercolors.
Oh, okay. Those are pretty.
I don't know how long ago those. I know it was discontinued, but I found a bunch of the ones.
At a minimum, a year. That's at least over a year old, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of yarns like that.
Yes.
And it kind of sucks because sometimes I'll start a project and realize halfway through that I'm not going to have enough yarn and this yarn is discontinued. And then I'm like, okay.
Right, exactly.
I am notorious for doing that. I'm wondering if they are discontinuing DK colors or if they're getting new colors in or what, because I went to the Premier website. This particular order, they didn't have any of this color on their website. It's newspaper.
Newspaper. Oh, I have some. Is it newspaper? No, mine's newsprint. It's slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was called newspaper, and it's the Premier DK colors. During the Black Friday sale, they didn't have any of this color. They didn't have a lot of their colors. And I was wondering if they were putting them on sale because they were getting ready to discontinue, or if maybe they were going to release new colors or something. I don't know, but I ended up having to pay $70 for this yarn so that the lady could have the cardigan in the right color.
Oh man, that's rough. It's
and then I went and deactivated that listing because I don't know if they're
right. Because you don't want to have to, because you'd have to increase the price so much to accommodate for that.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's I'm getting done. I have this one to make and another one to make, and I'm going to try to get them out before the 15th. I have 5 days.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, well, luckily you physically are capable of crocheting most of the day, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Because I know some people, it's like there's a limited amount of time because their hands are whatever during the day. But
this week has just been busy.
It's, but yeah, suburbs. I like having access to things half an hour or two or less than an hour away.
Yeah, see, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. All my neighbors are cows.
Yeah.
Literally. I don't know if y'all see. There's a couple of videos on my channel where there's just like random cows in my front yard. I don't know who they belong to, but they're just chilling in my front yard.
That's so funny. Now, where I taught, because it was in the foothills, randomly, one time we had a lockdown where it was like just everything was safe, but you couldn't like exit the building because there was a brown bear out on our football field. And then there was a time we had a whole herd of elk out on our football field. So we get
white-tailed deer.
Yeah.
And this time of year, right now it's hunting season, but there's deer everywhere, and you have to be so careful because everybody's they're running them over if they're getting. And I'm telling you what, them deer I think don't feel a thing, but the cars certainly do.
Yep.
We have 2 cats. We're gonna have to probably find a home for. They're in my mom's rental house right now, or at my mom's rental house. And I don't know if our tenant is going to come get them or what.
Oh, yeah. That's how one of my previous cats, ended up in a shelter, was being abandoned in a rental.
I think that happens a lot more frequently than people realize, because this is the second tenant in a row that my mom's had that has done that.
Yep.
Last time it was 2 very, very mean dogs. But they were also, I don't think they'd been fed in a very long time. They were pretty emaciated, and it took the shelter 3 days to come and get them. And I had to be on the phone and at that property for 3 days. And it was just,
that's
like, if you're going to have an animal, like, please just take it with you.
Right. Well, and I think that another thing that happens with that and why that happens is people like then rent a place where they're not allowed to have animals.
Yeah.
And then that's where they get in that situation. But take them to a shelter then, okay? If you don't just abandon them.
Exactly. And you couldn't pry Kiwi from me.
No, for real. Me either. My animals, heck no.
I could not imagine leaving Kiwi behind or like, no. If he can't come with me, then I don't need to be there. I'll find somewhere. I'll go pitch a tent somewhere. But my bird is going to come with me. I don't know how it's going to work in a tent with him. especially not wanting to be in a cage, but my bird is staying with me.
Right. Exactly. That's definitely my animals. And even the dogs that aren't really mine, I would, no way would I ever abandon them. No. I will make sure they're taken care of.
Right.
But
for sure.
Do you have a sign off?
No, not really.
Okay. I didn't, and then I suddenly did. It just kind of happened over times. But so I have another obligation, so I'm gonna go ahead, and if you don't know Adrian and Kiwi's Crochet Corner, please go subscribe, check her out. She has a very she's overcome many challenges and is very inspirational to me, and I appreciate her. She has great tutorials. Go check her out if you haven't already. And
thank you, Lori.
You're welcome.
I feel very flattered.
I only say what I really feel, so just know I genuinely mean that. So thank you all. Thank you, Adrian, for being here, and thanks for coming in. Can I get a name? And hugs you all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.